everybody, I'm Marietta. I'm so sorry I didn't do any predictions for the month of August, but here I am doing it for September. And I'm starting off now with, we first do Capricorn. Capricorn for September, it's a general reading, not a personal reading. So it will not be for everybody. And I'm using the Henson Roberts deck, and I will do a Celtic cross for you. So Capricorn is from about the 23rd of December right through to the 21st, 22nd of January. I've shuffled the cards well. If you want a personal reading, you can go to mariettatennyson.com for all info. So let's see what it says. For you yourself, Capricorn, you're actually at the moment holding two staffs plus the world in your hand. So you're looking at what do you need to do, but it's not an action card. It's just looking at your options and looking also onto the horizon to decide what you want to do. What's crossing you is that there is a lot of the Empress, fertility, abundance, creativity. Even those people that want to fall pregnant, Capricorns, might just be at the moment in the right spot to fall pregnant, or have certain elements that are different from work, that they're more focused on other things. In your consciousness, you're very much into ideas and looking at new opportunities, but from a very rational, logical perspective. So you might also do research work, where in the past there was a lot of things going on, and very positive though, and now it needs to be grounded. All the ideas, thoughts need to be grounded before you take the next step. Underlying is a complete new beginning. So even wherever you are with having new opportunities, it's just stop at the moment, look at all your options, and then decide for your new beginning, because it definitely shows up as an Ace of Rods, which are new beginnings for wherever you are, which are very fertile, very creative, very abundant, and you need to take choices. So most probably you have more than one choice. You have turned your back on the past, so maybe you walked away from a relationship or a marriage, or from you relocated, or you just moving forward away from trouble, and at the moment you're holding to your money quite tight, or you just bought a house. So be careful of scarcity thinking and not believing in your own abundance, because Capricorns are normally very good with being realistic and very much budget wise and good at bookkeeping and keeping everything together. So believe yourself to be actually thankful for everything that you got, because even your wishes or your fears are that you have the Wheel of Fortune, which means there is a lot of things changing and you cannot jump off this wheel, but you need to go with it. And then as outcome, you take charge of your life, you put everything into order, you structure everything. So with all of these changes, it doesn't say run forward and do something. It says bring order into your life here, and just take a step back, maybe for the last week in September, to get a good business plan, or if you're pregnant, to really sort out the baby stuff. Creativity, also bring everything into order, because we are tomorrow, the 10th of September, into a full moon in Pisces. Plus, till the 5th of October, we have Mercury retrograde. What that means is communication problems, internet problems. You don't buy really new technology. It's dicey to sign any contracts for new work. So please, rather not. So take a bit of time out, do your planning, move a bit into planning, thinking of how you want to do it, what you want to take on, so that you then in October can move forward and being very busy then. So a card for Capricorn for the month of September of the Archangel Ascended Masters cards, which just give another information, which give another advice or just a confirmation. Focus upon your strengths. So really build foundations, build strong foundations. Focus at the moment very much on what you have. So don't go into doubt, but maybe ask questions, what is best for you, and really focus on it. So this then for September, for Capricorn, and now I'm going to go into Taurus. Taurus is the earth sign of the 22nd April till about the 20th, 21st of May. So this is a general reading, not a personal reading. If you want a personal reading, you can go to my website, mariettatennyson.com. I use the Celtic cross because it gives a bit wider perspective and more insight and a bit more of a reading than just a few cards. This is for Taurus. And now I'm going to put the cards down after shuffling. At the moment, Taurus, be very aware that maybe you or somebody around you stole the swords and leaves at night. So it could show betrayal. It also could show that somebody else just ghosts you, or that you actually run away from a situation like a thief at night. On top of it is the card of the Two of Cups. Be very careful of not just moving into an affair because there's a strong chemistry, because you need to look at your consequences. So this could actually be an active card of you just rushing into another chemistry-loaded relationship without thinking of consequences. You know that at the moment you are in a very good position. You feel free, you feel independent, you feel secure, there's abundance, where in the past you battled with a lot of competition, but you won, so there was victory. Underlying it says there's hurt, and you're actually covering up your own truths or not showing fully your own integrity and authenticity. So be very careful of moving into a relationship which is lies or deceit, or you're not really prepared for intimacy. And then the future card shows that you need to look at your own cup. So really look at what you have here emotionally before you make foolish decisions. In the here now, it's also the King of Pentacles, which says it could also be a woman or a man. I don't go with gender, that you're very stable financially. You need to give everything time. In other words, also think about your actions. You really want to have enough to give to the poor or to give to the needy, or pause some donations or sea rescue, but there's more than enough money. So the money is not the problem in this reading for September for Taurus. But the outcome is like it was before for some other sign, the Four of Swords, which means take a rest. So don't go for excitement into an affair, which is just a lot of excitement, but that's what an affair is all about. But take a rest, think about your relationships, and then decide where you want to go. This is then for the month of September for Taurus, and I draw you now an Ascended Masters card as final confirmation or advice for the month of September. So sometimes an affair, or mostly an affair, shows up when we really need to work on our relationships. Because if a relationship is open for one party to have an affair, then there was definitely something not okay, because the relationship opens a door for something else. So really look at it, and there are always two people in a relationship, not just one. So if you change yourself, you will change the relationship. Trust. So be very careful. When one goes also into an affair and you then stay in your committed relationship, you've broken the trust. And trust is something that you don't get overnight with any person. So trust means that you really need to gain trust, which takes time. Trust is earned, not just given. This then for Taurus, and now we go into the sign of Virgo for the month of September. A general reading for Virgos from the 22nd of August till about the 22nd of September. This is for the month of September. I'm shuffling the cards to do a Celtic cross to give you a bit more insight into the month of September for Virgos. The here now is that you're very collected, very analytical, very much mature, and even knowing what has worked and what hasn't worked in the past, and very nearly cold with decision making. There is no emotions in this card for you at the moment. What's crossing you is that you're at the moment very aware that you're juggling too many projects and also juggling your money. So just know that at the moment, having this juggling to do means that one also needs to be careful that you don't lose one coin or one opportunity. In the knowing card, or the consciousness, is the devil, which means somehow you feel trapped in your financial situation, in your jobs, but it's actually not the case. It's very much saying maybe it needs that you bring in some fun or you bring in some laughter, and you realize that this is just a feeling of being trapped. So also do not underestimate your worth, but stand up for yourself where you need to stand up for yourself, because this is also could be a bit of depression or you being depleted. So take your antidepressant in the mornings, and look after yourself and realize that this situation is not going to stay. It's always an ebb and flow. It's not just that karma is this way, but that you need to know that there are ebbs and flows always in life. The past was a lot of joy, which was on an emotional level. So maybe because also of the past and having some great news and your cups overflowing, it makes you feel very responsible towards this situation. And it could be even that you make certain commitments towards somebody else, or there's an addition to the family, and you feel very much trapped in new responsibilities already because you're a responsible person. Underlying for you is the Tower card, which means that you really feel chaotic with building new foundations, but you don't have them as yet. So you build on foundations that are crumbling at times because maybe nothing is set in stone as yet, and you actually don't know fully where you're going. It's also an awakening card. And an awakening card just says that you know exactly where you're at, that you know what is coming up in your life, and you at the moment need to really stay put with your own beliefs, your own morals, really go back to your own spirituality as well. In other words, pray for protection, assistance, pray for the right choices, because it's very important to stay also feeding your spiritual self. Otherwise, you will feel very empty. There are new opportunities, because this is the Page of Pentacles, that you will hear of, and you will hold on to your money for a bit longer. So for the rest of the year, most probably that you will feel that you need to hold on for the money and that you need to be tight, but that is not going to stay, because the wheel will change. So for September, and most probably also what you fear is that you will have this stuck situation or set situation or scarcity in money, and always paying Paul with Peter's money will most probably stay for another month, but the wheel is turning. So most probably into October, November, there's a lot going on, and this is the major arcana card. In other words, this is destiny, this is fate. Go with the changes to build a new business, to build your new foundations, to work towards your goals. Do not allow anybody to interfere in your intentions, your goals, your focus, your strengths. So move with it, even if you feel tired or depleted, or that the situations are not changing, they're busy changing. So the wheel is turning. Then a card for extra confirmation. Open your heart to love. I just believe that everything is love, and we can experience love through pets, through our fishes in the tank, through the new blooming trees and flowers and nature, and really feel the love that you also have, that you don't get yourself into a down space, into a negative space, because you can't see how much love there is around you and everywhere. And that's something we cannot buy. So see the good things in your life, and that you actually have just in the past received very good news about emotions, and focus a bit more on that, because then you will also get out of the stuck mind and the stuck perceptions of just money, because money will not buy you happiness. So maybe balance your life out. This is then for September, for Virgos. Okay, till next month. I was so busy doing all the earth signs that I wanted to do some more. All the best till next month, and enjoy.